Thank you, Case. Hi, everybody. You there? Are you paying attention to me? What is this? Hello? That's better. We're up here. We're in the dark, you know? I just heard Case use the expression stakeholder alignment as one of the awards presented to the best paper. How many of you are familiar with the expression stakeholder management, stakeholder alignment? Again? Yeah, thank you. Stakeholder alignment, stakeholder management, the link between business strategy and the stakeholder community, the stakeholder ecosystem. These are all expressions that have evolved in the last 25 years, I'd say. They are in part enshrined in our lexicon, especially those of us who are interested in reputation management, because we believe that reputations emerge from stakeholder communities. Well, I have the very great pleasure tonight of being in a position to present a very special award for Best Scholar to a man who probably should deserve no introduction or need no introduction. But he is here tonight, and I'm going to ask him to step up here before I talk about his bio, so that you can actually see him while I talk. His name is Edward Freeman. I'm not entirely sure if both of us can fit on the stage because we've gained weight over the years, and it's a little more difficult to do things like leapfrog. Let me tell you a little bit about Ed. I met Ed in 1983. At that time, he was a junior scholar, and he was coming into the, completing his doctorate degree, in fact, and coming to the Wharton School for the first time as a professor. Close enough. Is that close enough? Close enough. We were a very young group. We didn't have gray hairs back then, and we were very interested in this kind of an approach because he brought to us a philosophical bent. He was a philosopher by training. So part of his approach was thinking through the underlying essence of business and how we could make sense of philosophy and the relationship to business. He set out to write. And he wrote some papers initially, and we kind of all scratched our heads about this stuff that we was talking about because it wasn't exactly common parlance to be thinking about communities around organization. But another guy who was there at the time was Graham Astley. He was a scholar coming out of a sociological bent. And we were all interested in the idea that there was adaptation taking place in business, and that businesses would have to respond and act to deal with the pressures of their environments. We talked about it as institutional environments and continually talked about the role that institutions played in guiding the strategies of companies. Ed turned that around and said, it's not about just an institutional environment, it's about an environment that has faces attached to it. And he proposed the concept of a stakeholder approach to business strategy that became the book that was published in 1984. What's the title of that book again? Let me see. Could it be Strategic Management, a Stakeholder Approach? That book became the foundation for, of course, 12,000 citations since then. He is probably the most influential scholar having invented that concept that we are now referring to as stakeholder management. I think a lot of other people would want to take credit for contributing to it, but he was the first. So I'm delighted that he is here today to receive an award that I think is well-deserved. Let me just give you a few formal highlights before I let him say 2 or 3 words to you. Ed is now, I'm sure, proudest of the latest promotion he got to university professor at the University of Virginia. This is an achievement that only 20 professors out of 2,200 have received. It's an extraordinary achievement. Being at the Dartmouth School now, but he's been before that at the University of Minnesota and before that at the Wharton School. So he's had a long academic career, and his continued commitment to the notions of stakeholder research and implicitly or explicitly reputation management is visible in his most recent volumes. His latest book is Managing for Stakeholders, Survival, Reputation, and Success. That was published in 2007, and he has a recent book, or forthcoming book. I haven't seen it actually. It's out already. It's called Stakeholder Theory, The State of the Art. Of course, both of those are highly recommended to all of you here. Right before we sat down for dinner, I discovered not only that I hadn't seen Ed in 27 years, but that I really didn't know he was a musician. So I have a feeling he might sit down at the organ right after this and join the band in playing a little blues for them if they'll allow him. You never know. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome and congratulate and thank Ed Freeman for his contributions to research and scholarship in reputation management, stakeholder management, and ethics, which is a dominant concern that he expresses in his work. For that, we have a plaque and a small award. Let me hand that to you. And I will read to you the inscription on the award. It says, presented to R. Edward Freeman, Reputation Institute's Hall of Fame recognizes individuals and companies who have achieved outstanding reputations through scholarship or practice, 20th of May, 2011. Please join me in congratulating Ed Freeman. There is a second part award, and the second part award is consistent with the theme of our conference, and it is a compass. A compass that is meant to address navigating the reputation economy, which Ed helps us to do by continuing to develop theory, scholarship, and practice in this area. So again, join me in congratulating for this inscription in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the study of organizational reputations. Thank you, Ed.
Show the award.
Let me ask him to say just 3 very brief words, only because I've asked Ed to present tomorrow in our final session, which I invite you all to attend. It will be taking place around 11:30, I believe, in the main ballroom tomorrow. So he'll be giving you a lengthier exposition of maybe of some of his ideas about reputation management. This will be, therefore, only a very brief interruption of the evening, which will continue with the fantastic sounds of the Dalto Summers Band.
So thanks, Charles. I'm very flattered to be here. You guys have been out doing stuff that I've only been talking about for a lot of years. I get way too much credit for the stakeholder idea. There have been hundreds of people that have been involved in trying to talk about this and talk about what I think really is the revolution that's going on in business. So thank you very, very much, and I don't want to take any more time away from this absolutely kick-ass band. Give it up for the band, they're just awesome. Thank you very much.
Charles is going to sing something for us now. We want to say happy birthday to Charles. Happy birthday, Charles!